point of view, how happy were you with the performance and the result?
I think anytime you come up against South Africa, who are world champions, getting on the right side of the result is really important, and we were delighted with that. Performance-wise, there's always bits within your game that you know that you can be better at, and I think that's no different from when we played Romania and Tonga. But delighted with aspects of the performance, and obviously really chuffed as a squad that we won the game, which was tight, and we knew it always would be at the end.
And from your sort of point of view, what do you think was key to that result?
Well, both sides kept numbers on the field, but discipline was important. We probably let them back in a little bit at the end. They got a couple of penalties towards the end and gave them some access into our 22 on maul defence. Did really well at the end to hold them out, but I think that was important. I think the fact that we got when we had possession, we threatened them, and we gave them something to think about, and it at times they're very good at getting off the line and hitting people and making it hard for you to tap. But I thought on the whole, we would have put ourselves in a good position at times to go and create some opportunities, and then the try came off the back of one of those opportunities. And defensively, it was a tough day, but to a man, I think we stuck to the plan, and it wasn't perfect, but we managed to scramble at times. We had to find our way to survive a few times, but one try each. It sounds like a fairly boring game, but it was anything but.
You mentioned the maul defence at the end there, sort of matching them on a physicality level played a key part. How important is maintaining that going forward into the Scotland game, deep into the tournament? Physicality, set piece, and maul and scrum in the contact areas. It's fundamental to winning rugby games when there's very little between sides. So I think that part of the game we were really pleased with, and Scotland will be no different. They've got a very good side with good ball carriers. They've got good footwork at the line. They like to work hard in the tackle themselves and try and create slow balls. So I think our preparation hasn't changed each week. There's little subtleties each week that you want to try and pick holes in opposition and try and stop them getting on the front foot in certain ways. But essentially we're just trying to get better at what we're doing week to week, and that'll be no different when we play against Scotland next week. Playing Scotland next week, sort of, you play them quite regularly, Six Nations. You played them 4 years ago. Can that breed complacency, but at the same time, is it a positive because you know them so well?
I don't think it. I would say it never breeds complacency, not in a World Cup and not in a must-win game. So, from that respect, it's about us understanding how good Scotland can be and understanding how we need to be imposing ourselves on them as well. So, I guess the fact that we know each other pretty well, we play against each other every year and sometimes more, it just means that there's a bit of familiarity, but it certainly doesn't breed any complacency. I think it's a great matchup, and any time we play Scotland, it's physical, and there's plenty on offer in terms of the way we both play the game, and I think that'll be no different next Saturday.
What have you made of their performances so far this World Cup?
Well, certainly in the South Africa match, I think they'll be disappointed probably that they didn't show their true colours, and against Tonga in the second half they opened up and they showed how sort of devastating and how sort of cutting edge that they can be in terms of their attack. So in that respect, I think we know what we need to prepare for, but they'll also be targeting us and believing that if they get through this Romania game unscathed on the weekend, that they can come and play against us with everything to play for, and we're no different. They're a good side. There's no doubt in that, and we need to be on top of our game to make sure that we get on the right end of the result.
And how important is it to put the euphoria behind
the South Africa game behind you heading into the Scotland game and not get distracted by all the reports, everybody talking about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably the way that the schedule has been mapped out. It's worked out well. We've had a few days to sort of digest what went on and recover mentally and physically for the players. But now it's all about preparing as best we can for week Saturday, and you know, there certainly won't be any issue with distractions from this squad.
Final couple of questions. From a sort of sideline point of view, what was the atmosphere like at the end of the game? Just listening to the fans, hearing them sing along and sort of cheer on the team.
Yeah, it was incredible. You know, I think those that were lucky enough to be in the stadium will probably remember it for a very long time. You know, we understand that there's a wave of support back in Ireland that are getting behind the team, but certainly the feeling of those fans that were in the stadium and what that gave the players was incredible, and you know, it's not lost on the players for sure.
Final question. Bundee won another man of the match. He's been in very good form this tournament. Sort of give us your thoughts on his performances so far this tournament.
Yeah, he's been very good in a really competitive position. It's brought the best out of him. So yeah, he's fit, he's strong, he's powerful. You know, and he's enjoying his rugby. I think he's enjoying the way we play the game, and he's a big part of that. You know, and you know, with Bundee, he's a kind of heartbeat around the squad. He's you'll hear him laugh from like, you know, 1,000 meters away. You'll just hear him come out with a laugh, and it's just he's enjoying his rugby. He's enjoying being part of this squad, and I think that's showing in the way he's playing the game. And like I say, in a really competitive position, he's playing some of the best rugby of his career.